Hi there guys and girls, and welcome to a different sort of review. Today I thought I'd review a movie that I think is really cool, and I just wanted to tell everyone about it. It's called Ninja Assassin, but before I do the review, I just wanted to give you my personal opinion on a few things. With ninjas, I'm going to give you a history and show you a few things I've got around the house that I like, and then I'm going to go into the review, so check it out. Now, I'm so much of a ninja fan, I've even got Shurikens that I've collected over the years. This is my first one. These are illegal in Australia, by the way. This one was manually sharpened. And I've got this one, which is a better one, more balanced. And then there's this one, which is probably the best one, which is the most balanced out of all of them, and my favourite. You can also see I've got a Shuriken training board there that you can use to practice your aim with the Shuriken, which I got from a martial arts store that sold staves and nunchucks and sais and all that here in Australia, but they got shut down. They had to stop selling all the ninja weapons. And I went in there a few years later and they just had those dartboards left, which weren't illegal. So I also got this one from that shop. So yeah, I can show you guys. I can actually use the dartboard with this Shuriken only. The other two are too heavy and sort of just bounce off it. So yeah, check this out. Ready? There we go. So that one missed totally. Let's try again. There we go. Not bad, not bad. I don't think I've ever hit the 50. Oh yeah, 5 points. Oh, right in the fucking head. Awesome. And growing up, it wasn't just limited to like one sort of weapon either. I even had like staves, And later on, finally got a ninja sword. This one's really shit though. I just use it as a prop, it's junk. Again, swords are illegal in Australia now. After some guy got his hand cut off by one in some Asian trad gang war in Footscray, so that's the reason they banned swords in Australia. But you can still get them if you got a collector's license. So growing up, ninjas had this really badass look. You'd go to the video store, you'd see movies like Revenge of the Ninja, Pray for Death, Rage of Honor. You saw all these cool ninja movies. They always had a ninja on the cover, American Ninja, And I grew up with this stuff, and I really liked ninjas, And, I even played the Commodore 64 games, Last Ninja 1, 2, 3. This sort of started it all for me, really. And, I watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles after school. I loved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, even though, it was considered a bit of a kiddie cartoon. Everyone watched it in secret, because it was cool. You saw, my swords and staves and shurikens, I bought all that shit because, I really like ninjas. And, when you watched American Ninja, it was cheesy, but it was badass. The fighting was cool. And same for Revenge of the Ninja. It was such a cheesy movie, but fucking badass, man. This ninja comes from Japan and decides to live in America, after his family is murdered. And I'll show you guys more of that later. But incredible scenes in this movie. And you get this really awesome fight scene where the ninjas are fighting on top of rooftops, in a city. It's just such a cool backdrop. And then, love ninjas. And that was late 80s, early 90s. And then mid 90s to early 2000s, ninjas took a decline, man. Every time they put a ninja in a film, it'd be shit. And I can't remember, I can't spot many examples. I just remember being always pissed off because, and just putting it out of my head, And there's one I can remember, and that was Elektra. Elektra came out, and Jennifer Garner was this super fucking red-clothed, sai-wielding warrior, and all these ninjas come in to kill her. And I'm like, she'd be so dead. Like she would know how to deal with ninjas, man. And she just comes out and kills them all. And I was like, get fucked. And I was really cut. And I looked at my friend and I'm like, fuck off, man. Those ninjas would have fucking raped her 6 ways from Sunday, man. And he laughed. And I'm like, whatever happened to ninjas? Ninjas used to be so fucking cool. It didn't matter how cheesy the movie was. You don't fuck with a ninja, man. Because they know shit. Mysterious arts, magic, all sorts of shit. You know, they could throw a shuriken from fucking 10 miles away and hit you right in the fucking head. And, and ninjas were getting this really bad reputation. And then I saw the poster for Ninja Assassin, when was it, 2009, I'd say? And my local cinema had it up, and I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is this, And I had this guy screaming, and he was wielding that chain sword thingy. I don't even know what it's called. And the thing I noticed most was the R rating, Australian R rating in the corner. I'm like, oh my god, it's R rated. It's going to be fucking badass. That's what I said. And I'm like, and I was hanging for this movie to come out. And sometimes if they think movies aren't going to do good in Australia, they don't. They put the poster will be up, and then when the movie will come out, they won't release it. And this was one of those movies, and I was so pissed off, man. I was really cut about that. I thought this movie looked awesome. Just from the art, I just looked really enjoyable. And so anyway, waited a while, and I watched it at my friend's house. Finally came out on Blu-ray, and he picked up a copy, and we watched it. And oh my god, this was like the ninja movie I was waiting for. I'd had a whole discussion with him. I'd said, remember when ninjas used to do ninja magic and cool fight scenes and just, not get their ass kicked and they disappear and do all the cool shit, come out of the shadows and everything? And he totally agreed with me. He makes movies, And I'm like, if I could make a ninja movie today, everyone would go watch it because I'd put all that shit in it. And this was that movie. This Ninja Assassin was that fucking movie. That movie I wanted to make. For a start, the first thing I'm going to say is that Sho Kosugi, who did Revenge of the Ninja, the main actor, is the bad guy in this movie. How fucking awesome is that, man? This guy is just cool. And I swear, with his age, he looks even more badass. And he talks in this really creepy voice like, yeah, you kid. He talks like that, and he's like so fucking badass, man. And I was just so rapt to see such a cool film. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back to video mode, and I'm going to show you guys some cool shit, some cool scenes from Ninja Assassin, and we'll take it from there. Okay guys, so I'm behind the camera here, and I just wanted to show you a few of those scenes that I was talking about from Revenge of the Ninja. And as you'll see, a movie this old, they kill women and children, they don't do shit like this anymore in movies. Movies today they're all pussed out, So you're about to see, which is like the opening scene of this movie. And I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a background to show you a bit of like the stuff that Sho Kosugi's done. I mean, holy shit! They just threw a shuriken into that kid's head. Is that not like one of the best things you've ever seen? Seriously? This is cool. So basically, in the movie, this is like Sho Kosugi's character. This is his family being slaughtered by this ninja clan. And the whole story is that, there's this clan rivalry, and I don't want to spoil the ending of the movie, but as it goes on, you find out more and more about what's going on. So now I'm going to show you a different scene. I'm going to show you how badass Sho Kosugi really is.
It's a ninja, professional soldier, specializing in espionage and assassination. About 400 years ago.
Worst bastards the world's ever known, right?
It's a common misunderstanding that the ninja were all evil, but not accurate.
Well, they still killed people.
That was their special skill, the 1,000 ways of death.
Like I said, this gallery's gonna be the best thing that's happened to this town since I got here.
How fucking badass is that? The doll cutter, man. And the doll's not even a real ninja. That's fucking awesome. That's why I love this movie, you know? Cool shit like this. And yeah, you know, the 1,000 Ways of Death. You hear that in a lot of ninja movies and things like that. Apparently there's 1,000 ways a ninja can kill you. You know, and also what he said is true as well. That not all ninjas were evil. They were pretty much hired. They were assassins for hire. But some had codes of honor too, you know. So the ninja are really interesting warriors. That's why I've always liked ninjas more than samurai. Samurai look cool, but ninjas are badass. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, screw all that talking shit. I want to see some badass Sho Kosugi. Okay, so here you go. You want to see how badass Sho Kosugi is? This is one of the greatest scenes ever in a ninja movie. Check this shit out. Ready? Holy shit, man! That's crazy, man. 4 guys in that van. I always thought this Indian guy reminded me of Nightwolf because he pulls out the 2 tomahawks. Ready? You'll see it in a second. There we go. Nightwolf. See? Now you guys know how badass Sho Kosugi really is. So seeing him in this movie was mega exciting. And I got to be honest, the first time I watched it, I didn't even recognize him. And then my friend, he pointed it out when the credits came up, he was like, fuck, that was Sho Kosugi. I didn't even recognize him. And I'm like, oh my god, that just made the movie even better, you know, after I'd watched Ninja Assassin. So, yeah, you know, if you look up Sho Kosugi, you'll see he's got quite a history and following, you know, he's a badass. And even his son was in this movie, and did some fight scenes, you know, but he was only little, so. And I believe his son now still does fight scenes in movies all around the world, Hollywood, you know. Yeah, followed in his old man's footsteps. But now I want to show you guys the awesomeness that is Ninja Assassin. Alrighty, so the first thing I'll do is I'll talk a bit about the Ninja Assassin storyline. I'm going to show you guys a few scenes too, but basically the story is you meet the character, this ninja character, and you find out his history, his training, how he was trained, and what happened to him during the training. And basically, you know, he's the ultimate ninja, but he didn't want to be part of that clan anymore because of something that happened. So the ninjas are after him, you know, and there's, you know, a whole reason why. And you know, throughout the film, you got another character, Nikki, who finds out how this clan operates and how the clan trains these ninjas, and then people hire the ninjas to kill people for 100 pounds of gold. That's the price on a man's head. And she finds out about it, so they obviously send ninjas to kill her, and he saves her life. And then that's where the movie goes. He's basically just saving her life for the whole film. But, you know, you get these scenes where, you know, the company that Nikki worked for, they get involved. And, you know, they're part of the CIA and that. And then they come after the ninjas too, so they get involved as well. And then you get this epic showdown. It ends with them arriving at the clan headquarters. The army comes in, blowing up shit and shooting ninjas down, which is really awesome. But, yeah, so that's basically the storyline. And a lot of people would be annoyed, you know, that a ninja could be shot and that. And you'll see how cool these ninjas are. But, you know, there's a reason for it. They've put floodlights everywhere so ninjas can't hide in the shadows. And that's the whole theme of this movie, is it's really dark and shadowy. And that's because the ninjas hide in the shadows. And when there's light around, they've got nowhere to hide. You know, they can just be shot like a normal man, which is really cool. If you don't like that Matrix sort of action, that fast sort of action, you may not like this movie. I'll say that straight out. And if you don't like that cheap-looking CGI blood, you won't like this either. Even I don't like the CGI blood much, but the rest of the movie's so good that I'm able to just ignore that and enjoy the film. As I was saying, the cast in this movie is amazing. I'm going to show you a scene now with this old guy, and then it's going to go into some action. So the guy who plays this old guy is incredible. I love the way he tells this story. It's really cool. Alright, we're going to check that out right now.
Not bad. Hey, boss, this just came for you. What is it? A letter. So open it, dumbass. What? What is it? Looks like sand. Yep. Sand. Black sand. No. You know what this is? Ah, you want to let us in on the joke?
Years ago, I watched a man open an envelope like that one. There were many with him. And they laughed as you laugh now. But then it came from the shadows. And their laughter was drowned in blood.
What came out of the shadows?
I cannot say the word.
What word?
That night, one of their blades struck here. I should have died but for an accident of birth. My heart is here, on the other side.
The fuck is that? Looks like a ninja, boss. A ninja? Are you kidding me? That's the word you're afraid to say? Ninja? Ninja. Oh, fuck. You got me going. Ninja. That's some good shit. I'll say whatever you want.
You cannot bargain with it. You cannot reason with it because it is not a human being. It is a demon sent straight from hell.
You shut your face, old man!
story. No one ever believed me.
But you are real, aren't you?
Alright, so get ready to see Sho Kosugi make an awesome comeback in this 2009 film.
Return.
Yeah.
Then, wherever you are, wherever you may go, you must never forget who you are,
I am Luke.
how you came to be. You are Ozunu. You are part of me, as I am part of you. This is the truth of your lives, and it will remain true after death. This is my new son. I have given him the name Raizo. Welcome him as your brother. The body must obey the will. Hunger and thirst, even the blood in your veins, are the body's weakness. Master them, and you master the self. 臨氷当社会人列在前. This is the power of the Ozunu clan. This is the way of the ninja. Eat tonight, and you work twice as hard tomorrow.
Badass. He is so badass. The weapons in this movie look absolutely badass. The detail that they put on them and in them is very good. That's another thing that makes this movie look really cool. You know, the weapons look really sharp and scary. So yeah, check out this other scene with Raizo doing his Shuriken training.
For an entire year, you shall live without one of your senses, beginning with the sense you rely on the most. You must see with the mother in your eyes.
Get over here! I just wanted to show you how they play with the shadows and the darkness in this film, you know, and with a few computer effects, they make the ninjas look really badass.
Who?
Run, little brother, run.
Alrighty, so this is the last scene I'll show you. Basically, the ninjas are chasing Raizo, and then they basically chase him out onto the street where a fight scene ensues, which is really cool, really awesome. It's cool to see risque things like that in films where, you know, they film all this action around cars and stuff, so it looks really sick. Check it out.
Goodbye, little brother.
Alright, I thought I'd show you that last part. I was going to stop it, but I couldn't resist. So yeah, that's it for Ninja Assassin. It's a really great film. It's not, I don't think it was a very big budget, but for what they did with the actors, you know, the action is really cool. The special effects are good. The setting, the lighting, the cinematography, I don't know if I said acting. Acting is just awesome. It's directed really well, and it was good to see someone stand up and make a cool new ninja film that was just like the old school films. Brutal, good fight scenes, and very, very entertaining. So that's pretty much it for my review. I hope you liked it. One last thing, I'll show you guys the cover. You can't really miss it. I'm assuming it's the same in your region, but yeah. Ninja Assassin. R-rated, yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching. I know this video wasn't a Mortal Kombat one this week, but I really wanted to do this one because I really like this film. So thanks for watching.